Welcome back, awesome Astro fans and subscribers. This is my first time having a Chicken Fried Toys Dime No Vault Legends action figure. Sculpting, a lot of the work's been done by Boss Fight Studios, so you know it's going to be good quality. This one is the Marshall. Having him in hand, he does look really, really nice. Great looking figure. I like the packaging. The only complaint is that I can't take him off without destroying the packaging here, unless I'm very careful, steam it open or something. On the back it shows more of the figures available, and that this is Wave 1, first print run of 2,000 pieces. It says, the Marshal, these brave hombres enforced the law in towns large and small across the West. They often found themselves as the first and only line of defense against the outlaws who would trouble the settlements entrusted to them. Very nice looking figure indeed. Now let me see. Let me see if I can open this up very carefully with my knife here, but it might be too difficult. Is it glued on very not too well for my liking? Okay. It is gonna rip no matter what I do. That's the unfortunate truth there. Still can keep it. It'd be nice if that could sort of, like the Boss Fight Studios, the Truth and the H.A.C.K.S, where you can reseal rather after. That'd be nice. Okay, so we have accessories. We have the actual figure. There's nothing else there. So he comes with, oh, that's nice. He comes with a badge, which I'm not sure how that's going to stay on him there. I have to glue it on maybe. His hat, a rifle and a pistol, and his base. Base is pretty cool. I like the fact there's 3 pins coming out, so you can put his feet in different positions to pose him. Hat, kind of narrow, but he's got a narrow head anyway, and that fits very nicely on there, I hope. Yeah, it's quite rubbery, so it fits quite well that way or the other way. We can do that. That's back to front there. The badge you'd have to stick on, the lawman badge, a little star there. That you could stick onto his jacket. Will look pretty cool. You could even do it to his hat instead if you wanted to, I guess. So it's on his, look a bit funny maybe, but you could stick it on his hat. He's got like a lawman hat there, which still would work out. But I think the jacket looked better. Okay, so he's got a double barrel shotgun. That does look really nice, but the barrels are not drilled, and I'd have to drill those barrels, and that'd be quite difficult to get them even, but it looked better. Here's revolver. Yeah, it looks very nice. It's a bit basic, but it looks really good. Again, I'd probably repaint that a little bit, and I would drill the barrel to make it look nice. Okay, so I know he's done by or sculpted by Boss Fight Studios, so I've got a good idea of the articulation, but let's have a look anyway. Left and right is fine. Up and down's okay. And there is a side to side. Now, I'd be interested to see if this, his clothes do come off. Whether his jacket will impede his articulation. Okay. Now, it's worth noting that some of these you might be very, there we go, very stiff, and you may want to put in hot water first. Don't break the joints. Shoulders over 180, fantastic. Bicep curl, yeah, he gets the required 90 degrees, which is great. Waist, he is just a turn. Oh, he does have some forwards backwards motion and side to side motion, which is good. Hips sideways is pretty good. Since he's a cowboy, he's not going to do that much anyway. That's pretty cool. Falls is really, really good. Backwards, he's got a coat on, but again, that's pretty damn cool. Thigh, there is no thigh swivel. Double kneecap joint, and he's got quite thin legs, so he should, yeah, it's very tight angle on there. Feet turn a little bit. There is no swivel. And the part which is more worrying is because of the sculpt, he doesn't have any forwards or backwards, which means he may fall over quite easily. Okay, so I've put his body forward slightly, and now he can stand up, but he's leaning slightly too much forward for my liking. I can play around with the leg articulation and make that better. Okay, so the hat fits nicely. How does he hold his guns? First of all, I see how his revolver fits into the holster. It looks really like a good fit. Yeah, look at that. It's a fantastic fit. Looks great. His hands are mirror image trigger hands, so he can be left or right-handed or ambidextrous, holding his gun or guns if he had two pistols. Hands are a touch on the rubbery side, which is what I like. His hands don't have articulation I can see apart from the turn, but he holds the pistol okay, not amazing, not great, but he holds it okay. That's good. This, though, I'd imagine will be really hard for him to hold properly. To get that position there, you need to have wrist articulation. So he can't do that. Let's have a look. I told a lie. He does have wrist articulation in this hand. So he may be able to hold this okay, but I think it'll be very difficult for him. No, he holds that pretty damn well. Aiming it to shoot would be quite tough with the articulation he has, but he holds that really quite well in that simple fashion there. He is a really good looking figure. I do like him a lot. Now, these aren't particularly cheap figures, but they are a limited run, so you can understand why. But they do look really good. That head sculpt is amazing. And again, you can take this coat part off if you want, but that will leave him with black sleeves and a white body. Look a bit strange. I'll stick his hat on. Now, I want to compare him to a Fortnite figure. Calamity is a female cowboy, and see how they compare. And also his holster can come off as well, which is nice. Let's get him with his gun. It's just a shame about the ankle articulation, because you've got this great articulation of the legs, and then you can't do much with the ankles, which kind of defeats the purpose of the leg articulation, since he will fall over anyway. If you could move his ankles more, it'd really, really help with the balance. Let's try and stand him up. Okay, so if I compare him to Calamity from Fortnite, she is about the same size. Her feet are substantially wider, about the same length. Her face is more cartoony and the head's bigger than his. The gun she's got is not from her actual set, it's from a different Fortnite set, but it is a Wild West sort of pistol, and it scales pretty much perfectly with the one that came with the Marshall here. I think they work really well together, very well indeed. Now the Marshall's got far better upper body articulation in terms of bend on the bicep and whatnot, but she wins on the downstairs articulation because her ankles are so much more better for posing. You know, she could be a criminal, literally a Calamity Jane. He could be the literal Marshall. They can have their standoff or something. They do work well together. I'll put her up in the suggested videos somewhere over here, there. We will see. Great looking figure. I do like the Marshall a lot. He is very, very nice. I do have one more of these figures to review, and I'll do it straight after this, and probably release it the day after I release this one, the video that is. Good looking figure. I'm glad I got him, and I may in the future pick up some more of these dime novel legends by Chicken Fried Toys. They are pretty cool. Okay, so All Smash Toys signing out, saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to more All Smash videos for you. Stay happy and keep collecting, and please click on the notification icon to stay up to date with these videos, uploads, etc. Okay, bye bye.